Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious harissa tofu. It starts with a block of tofu that's been shaped into a chicken breast and frozen. Okay, so this is my tofu. Get out as much of the moisture as I can. Now that I've got the moisture out of it, I am going to get my harissa paste that I just made. So let's marinate our tofu chicken breast in our harissa. Might as well use the same container as we froze it in. Pop that in. My tofu is actually broken, so it happens. So tofu is going to marinate while we get our base done. So in my bowl, I already have some peas that I've just defrosted. I've also got over here some black beans that I have drained really well. So these are canned beans. And I'm going to put some harissa onto these babies. So mix some harissa in. And then these are going into the air fryer. Let's pop these onto a tray and spread them out. And these are going to go into the oven for about 15 minutes on 170. So coat them with a bit of nutritional yeast. One tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, a heaping tablespoon of sunflower seeds, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. This is a vegan one, it's got no anchovies in it, and some cacao powder. Now I know this is just really random weird spices, but you know what, it's going to work. Nutritional yeast. When I say a little bit, kind of a lot. And for a little bit of sourness, we're going to put in some sumac. So let's mix that around and see what consistency we're left with. Let's just taste one. I think we need some cayenne pepper. Just a little smidge. Let's also put them onto a tray and into the air fryer. Now the trick to this is you want to get it as spread out as you possibly can. I think I'm going to need my fingers for this job. If you can get a single layer, that's ideal. So the air fryer is already going, so I'm going to put them in as well.
So I'm doing the edit and I realised I forgot to film me taking the tofu out of the packet and putting it onto the tray and into the oven. So I did that at the same time as the other toppings, but it needs a bit longer. So your tofu will go into the oven at 180 for about 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't really need to cook, but it needs that time to kind of make the coating delicious. So sorry about that, guys. Let's continue.
So last night I roasted some vegetables. I roasted a sweet potato, which I'm now going to peel. So that goes into my food processor. I'm going to take the skin off my carrot. Same deal. Doesn't matter if some peel's left on. Pop it all in. So also I roasted some cauliflower. So what I did is I put a little bit of water in the bottom of this so it's steam and roast at the same time. And I had about half a clove of garlic that I just popped in as well.
So when you roast your garlic, it just gets really yummy. It's not as intense as non-roasted garlic, and it's just so delicious. Squeeze it all out. Now to that, I want to add some tahini. I just want to get a really big teaspoon, get all the oil off, and pop that in, and a little bit of silken tofu. So the silken tofu is going to give us that extra kind of lusciousness and creaminess. Now we are looking for about 1 to 2 tablespoons. That's about 1.5, I think. And a healthy bit of miso to give it some saltiness. We want to blend that up until it's really smooth and delicious. Pop on our lid. Now we may need to add some moisture, but let's see how we go. All right, so needs a little bit more moisture. So we are going to add some, oh, look at that, rice syrup. Big old drizzle of rice syrup. And a tiny bit of soya milk. And while I'm at it, I'm going to put some cinnamon in there, because cinnamon and sweet potato are made for each other, right? All right, hopefully that is enough moisture in there. Definitely going to need some more soya milk. Fingers crossed, this is the right consistency now. I think we may have arrived. Let me check. Oh, it's luscious and creamy. Now sometimes I would put this through a strainer, but it just looks so silky and smooth and delicious. I don't think that's necessary. So let's get that on the plate. Clearly enough for 2. Oh my God. All right, so my vegetables have come out of the oven and they're looking amazing. So my peas and my black beans, I'm just going to put them around one side. Oh my gosh. Yum. Sun-dried tomato. So I'm just going to cut that into strips. Just for that pop of red and kind of yellow colour. So I'm going to pop them over. You want to eat the rainbow, right? Oh, that looks good, right? And
On with my baked tofu. And lastly, my roasted cacao seeds.
a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar just to finish her off. And there you have it.